Hi everyone, my name is Judy and I'm here to give you a short review of House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin Craig. This is a fairy tale retelling of the 12 dancing princesses, also known as the shoes that were danced to pieces, and you can find the original story in the Grimm's fairy tale collection. I strongly advise you to read that as well. I think it's only 3 or 4 pages long, so it's definitely worth it. When the story begins, there's only 8 sisters remaining alive, and we follow their stories through the eyes of Annalie. Because the other 4 sisters has passed due to some freakish accidents, the sisters gained a nickname Cursed Sisters. I have to say that the world building, the way Highmoor Manor looks, the way the seaside looks, the lighthouse, even nature, it's quite in-depth and it's brilliantly written in my opinion. I read the book in almost one sitting, which is always a good sign. And you should definitely read it if you're not easily spooked. Now, if you don't like ghost stories and you don't really enjoy horror stories in general, this might not be your cup of tea. But since this is a young adult book mixed with some fantasy elements, if you want to start it, start with this one. We get quite a lot of character building and quite a lot of information about all the other sisters compared to the fact that this book is only 400 pages long and it's quite fast-paced. Once you start it, it's gonna end like this. I liked that we had a little love triangle thing going on. I like the friendship, I like the sisterhood, and honestly, I quite enjoyed that there were some twists in the book that I didn't see coming, which is a huge plus because I read a lot and I read a lot of crime-solving, thriller books as well, and I don't easily get, I'm not surprised easily. Usually I can see everything before it happens. In this one, I knew who the villain was instantly, but there were a couple of twists throughout the story that made me go, oh my god, that didn't just happen. What I didn't like, and the only reason why I gave 4 stars to this book, is that the fantasy elements were not good, at least for me. They didn't mix well with the paranormal and the storyline, and I really didn't like the ending. I know that that's quite controversial, but for me it would have been a little better if there was more paranormal horror elements in the book and less fantasy. For me, the mixture of the two just wasn't the best. But I still strongly recommend for you to read it. I mean, it got 4 stars from me out of the 5, which means it was a quite entertaining read, and I actually already reread it once. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review, and see you guys soon.